Azuki raised $28 million. They got a Formula One sponsorship. They they're providing innovation into the NFT protocols, ERC 721A. But they don't come without their drama. So stick around if you want to learn more about the Azuki metaverse that they got going on in their world. Morning, and welcome to the Crypto Market Summary, where we're keeping a finger on the pulse of crypto, NFT, and shitcoin markets and taking a look at some of the news. And this one's going to be a little bit more of a historical look back of the Azuki NFT collection. One of the rarest, I guess, one of the most expensive NFTs for Azuki, sold for $1.4 million. This guy right here. You can see it, 9605. It's a Spirit Azuki, so you can definitely tell that looks like a rare one. 8 months ago, 420 ETH. Sold for 1.4. It's a lot of dough. Lambo Land NFT here has done quite the thread on the history of Azuki Official and how it has become the largest Web3 anime brand. So they started from humble beginnings. What they're saying, 2021, it was inspired by anime. You can kind of see some of the process that they used to develop their art, chill vibes. There was no roadmap. They launched a website, which it's kind of crazy how an evaluation of an NFT project can be come to fruition just based off their technical skills and design skills. So it's kind of nice because it's all about the art, I guess. You know what I mean? Like art and execution. So they put a mind map together. They don't have a roadmap, but they said the NFT space moves too fast to set strict plans. So they did a mind map just to kind of show. But the big thing that they did too is they did invent this ERC 721A protocol. So they improved the 721. I believe it was 721 is where they launch, how they launch NFTs. It's the protocol for it, and they reduced gas fees. So Azuki open sourced it. So since many projects have adopted the standard, so normally it would have costed them mint $162 each. They got it down to 80. So they saved a lot of money for a lot of different companies. See here, so you can kind of go through some of this. You'll see this, how does it work, and it gets through all the technical in here. Definitely not going to go through that. Maybe another time. So the Azuki Mint sold out within 3 minutes. I believe they have a 10,000 collection, and they raised over $28 million. Crazy. Then they did the reveal, and lots of the times, the reveal is the time to sell, but apparently this one was not. You can definitely tell. So you don't need a rarity sniper to tell you what's rare in Azuki. You see that shit and you just know. Look at that thing. It's pretty nice. So they started fractionalizing some of their NFTs. So pretty interesting. Some, more and more about it. That's about community building. And then they started holding a lot of in real life parties, especially back when beginning of 2022 when things were still booming. They had airdrop announcements. And the highlight of the party wasn't even Wiz Khalifa performing. It was the announcement. So then they did this. They did the Beanz. I think one of the most famous Beanz here is this guy, Nate Alex, legend in the space as well. What does he say here? Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is how to lose $1 million. So when Beanz came out, he bought one of the most rare ones. He bought it, and it is now what he said. These NFTs have a combined 4.7 ETH in offers on them. So he spent over $1 million, and you got about 4 million or 4 ETH on it. So what, $5,000, $6,000? They've been doing a lot of jacket airdrops. They just do it nonstop. So this is the golden skateboard. We did a little bit of video on it. I'll post a link over here. You'll see it. And Azuki sold 9 golden plated skateboards for a total of $2.5 million. I haven't seen much since they announced that, but so they got a lot going on. You can kind of see I was looking through some of their Azukis here, their collection. This is their website. I'll throw it in the links for you. You'll see a whole bunch of different stuff. Again, another beautifully designed website, and it kind of goes through some of their highest selling NFTs in the last 30 days. 180,000, 160,000, 143,000. So you're going through, and it's just kind of open those up, and they're all, well, this one isn't. This one was under 100K, but they're all Spirit Azukis. But it doesn't come without the drama. There was a little bit of drama. Azuki NFT founder admits that 3 failed projects before. Is this the end for Azuki? This was back in, I think it was September. He did a Twitter space and announced that he was one of the founders of 3 other projects that I believe did a rug pull. So there was some DMCA takedown requests on CryptoFunks. And then, it was a little bit of backlash, but the Azuki community came through and actually still thriving. So it's one of those NFT projects that we do track on a daily basis. It is one of the blue chips out there. We'll see what's to come of them, but yeah. So if you like the content, just hit that subscribe button. Helps me out. I'm gonna transition over here to the crypto market summary, where we just kind of track a little bit of what's going on within the day to day of crypto prices, NFT prices, and shitcoin volumes. So loading all this up, looking like we got a little bit of an uptick in the total coin market cap. Went up from 820 billion to 860 billion, so up 40 billion. Did a little bit of a mic change here. We're looking at green mic, so it's green mic confirmed. You can check it here. Maybe cheating, getting ahead of the game, but that's what it is. Matic at 85, looking good. Ethereum's back up. I don't know anybody that bought Ethereum under 1100. Well done. Bitcoin's back over 15,000. BNB looking like they're taking a pretty good. That's crazy. That's a big uptick. CZ just doing work on Twitter. What's going on in shitcoins? Kind of been slow. You can kind of see on the graph down here. It's kind of taking a beating in the last little bit, but I don't know. People. Oh wow, not even over $1 million in new coins. 742 ETH. What are we looking at? It's not a lot of transactions either. It's pretty surprising. As see what the consortium key NFT is doing here. That's their bread and butter. What do we got on Binance? Binance always, shitcoin's always doing something. Looks like it's all about a bunch of weird stuff. Qatari bets, so World Cup, BlackRock, Twitter, Doge. I don't know. No good memes coming out lately. Maybe that's the problem. 11,300 for that. Yeah, what are these? Root for Mars? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any good World Cup flocky. Yeah, I don't know. No memes, no shitcoins. That's why they also call them meme coins. What's Marketplace doing? Probably not the greatest. Hasn't been doing good in a while. Solana, they've been steady in the $2 million a day range. What do we see here with OpenSea? OpenSea is at 7 million. Not doing the greatest either. Blur 1.7. That's exactly what they had yesterday. And then X2Y2. They don't have the greatest reputation. They came back and said that they're enforcing. So X2Y2 came back and said that they're enforcing royalties. Kind of just backpedaling on what they said earlier about saying it's free market. You can do what you want. Obviously, they started losing a whole bunch of. I marked it here. That's when OpenSea said it, and then they just steadily declined in their market share. And then they announced that they'll be promoting creator royalties, and now look at that, they're back up. Still only at $15 million a day. We look back, say the beginning of the year. What do we got? There's a $455 million a day, $600 million a day, and then it was a steady decline from there. It was about 100 million, 200 million, and then everything started falling apart when the wheels fell off. Oil price looking like a little bit of a downward pressure on WTI. Western Canadian Select always doing the same. European gas prices climbing back up. 124s hasn't been that high since the beginning of November. U.S. gas prices $7. $7.20. That hasn't been that high since October, if that. Heating oil, coal price kind of just sticking around. See, and then this is the big thing here. We're looking at the bonds. So we're seeing that spread, the 10-year to 2-year spread just widening. Look at the steepness of this slope here on this chart. indicating that the market is anticipating an incoming recession. S&P is over 4,000. Typically, the recession is likely a good scenario for the stock market, as it might indicate that the Feds will stop increasing rates as fast as they are or as severe as they are. But it doesn't mean that there's going to be some pain, not going to be any pain in the meantime. You're kind of seeing the market do that right now. S&P 500 is at $4,000, hit over 4,000. Apparently that spread, that yield invert, is of 0.77 basis points, is the highest it's been in over 30 years. So there is a recession coming. Keep jobs, do what you got to do. I wouldn't trade NFTs if you're watching this, anyways. Bored Apes, we got might be flipping CryptoPunks again. They're back over 60 ETH. You can see Azuki here. They're at 10.29 ETH. They're kind of they're just bouncing around. They're range bound. They've been range bound since September, basically between that 9.5 to 11.5. Kind of all these mid tier. Doodles really took a tumble, hey? Crazy. Azuki really came out on top of that one. I'm imagining Clone X is probably going to do a little bit of work as well. Goblin Town, Rug Radio's at 0.44. Someone swept 100 of those. Ether Orcs 0.32. Wrecked Guy, Anonymice keeps coming down. CK Babies. Oh, ENS 10K still at 1.29. They've kind of found their floor there. Don't know if I want to get into that yet. Consortium key 3.85. Those there. Nobody's selling that. Too many tools in there. Good group. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day, guys.